Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hopsui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Technology moves the world, and we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks, 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Well, we told you, you have to wait. And this time around, two unbeaten teams going up against each other. Ito ang GoodFellow Pharma Grace Christian College Alumni Association going up against ACROCITY ZHOOSH Alumni Association ng Xavier School, meeting each other for the first time at maghihiwalay ang kanilang landas after this ball game. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton De Los Reyes. Exciting!
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. And like what Benji said, 2-0, 2-0. Something's got to give. One of these teams are going to go home with that mark or that chink in their armor.
Tingnan natin. And of course, welcome back. Nandito nga po kami sa Tanduay Gym. Of course, simulang-simula. Lunes na Lunes. Pampaswerte para sa isang panibagong week para sa ating lahat. And what we're expecting here is talagang high-powered guns na makikita natin na mga gamit in this particular ball game. Of course, sabi natin, nasa lineup sina Chris Chu, sina Josephio, at si T.Y. Tang. Pero hanggang sa lineup pa lang sila muna.
Pinapasabik ang mga manonood. Pati din tayo. Pinapasabik ng Alumni Association ng Xavier School.
Eh, para naman dito sa GoodFellow Pharma, they're basically seeing things differently. Eh, kung sino nandyan, yun ang kanilang kakalabanin. So standby lang kayo as we wait for the announcement ng starters for this particular ball game. Impressed by the way they came up with wins during their first 2 games. And right now, this is some solid challenge that these 2 teams are expecting to happen between them in this face-off.
This is the Fil-Chi Athletic Association 40 above basketball tournament between Grace Christian College, GoodFellow Pharma, and Savior ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Introducing the starting lineup for Grace Christian College. Starting at point guard, number 5, Albert Chua. Starting at 2 guard, number 2, Erwin Lim. Starting at forward, number 23, Gilbert Sunny Todd. At the other forward position, number 4, Alan Tan. And starting at center, number 8, Alex Lau. And coach is Coach Nino Sia. And now the starting lineup for Savior. Starting at point guard, number 1, Eldridge Liao. Starting at 2 guard, number 6, Brian Go. Starting at forward, number 10, Bon Siaho. At the other forward position, number 99, Marvin Siaho. And starting at center, number 21, Joseph Chua. And coach is Coach Gian Go.
Starting 5 for these 2 teams. Albert Chua will be starting, of course, that remarkable point guard para rito sa GoodFellow Pharma. ACROCITY ZHOOSH. We're expecting Bon Siaco to come up with another explosive ball game. And let's see if he has managed to improve on his free throws. Yun lang, di ba? Yung problema ni Bon Siaco para dito sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Welcome everyone.
We talked about it, yung kanyang kryptonite.
I know. Oo. Teka muna. Referees are trying to figure out some things here, especially para dito sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Is somebody wearing a wrong uniform or something?
That's number 21.
Si Joseph Chua.
Yes.
Who cannot start this game unless... What? Ano ba pagkakaiba?
I think it's the tights. It has to be either, kasi dark ka eh. So it has to be dark. Has to be black. Kung white ka, pwede yung ano yata, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That should be the case.
Meron din palang fashion sense sa FCAAI. Okay, I do believe naman the 2 teams actually were briefed into something like this.
So it's a bit unclear what that is. Kasi if you look at si Albert Chua, white sila, pero he has dark undershirt. So are they only allowing dark for the undershirt? Hindi ba pwede yung white na tights? Diba?
Tama, tama.
So, kasi maintindihan natin, kung dark kayo, dapat dark din yung ano mo, yung under, yung pang ilalim mo. Pero kung light kayo, hindi light din dapat. But Albert Chua, as you see him there at the left side of your screen, he's wearing dark na undershirt. So that's something that we're gonna try to get some clarification on as you see ang ating commissioner's row. Tanong natin kay technical head Rafi Britannico.
Pwede, oo.
Para may clarification lang.
Tinatawag walang dress code. Okay. We're just basically awaiting the start of this ball game. What are they going to allow and not allow? At least that's what we're seeing and observing here. Siguro total awareness lang. The next time around, the officials should be able to check on the two teams already.
Prior,
diba?
yes. Oh.
Tawag na yung starting five.
Raring to go na yung both
Kaya
teams. Eh.
nga eh. Okay. Anong desisyon? Ayun, tinanggal na Joseph Chua yung tights. I think that was the issue.
It is. It was the tides.
So technical ka agad. So eto si Albert Chua will open up this ball game shooting a technical free throw. And he makes it 1-0 kagad.
1-0. Early lead para dito sa Greece.
Alright, so nagkaintindihan na lahat. Pwede nang simulan itong ball game na ito. Officially, it has already started. A technical was called against itong ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And right now, ball in the hands of Albert Chua, who just scored the first point in this ball game. There's Joseph Chua coming up with a shot block. ACROCITY ZHOOSH sa kanilang half-court offense. And how about that long two?
Brian Go hitting early for Xavier School.
Cross-court pass. Alan Tan with a fall away. Can't make it. Joseph Chua again. Grabbing that rebound. Ten-second shot clock here for City ZHOOSH. And instead of a steal, a foul is going to be called here against Albert Chua.
Starting things off. GoodFellow Pharma, ang Grace Alumni Association, man-to-man.
Hard to penetrate. Joseph Chua, there you go. With tights or no tights. He's just doing his thing on defense and then on offense.
2 points, 1 rebound, 1 block. Joseph Chua.
There he grabs another rebound para sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Long distance shot, and that turns out to be a 3.
Getting lost in the defense. Itong Grace. Brian Go with that 3-pointer.
Alan Tan. GS. Gilbert Sanidad buries a 3-pointer para sa panig naman ng GoodFellow Pharma.
Bumawi si GS kay Brian Go.
Joseph Chua. Guarded by Alex Tan. That's a miss. Here's Albert Chua. Attacks, goes straight to the basket. He'll settle for 2 free throws.
This is something that we're going to keep an eye out for. Albert Chua, we know him, you know him.
Yes.
He starts out passing, pero this time, being aggressive, taking it strong to the hole, getting that foul.
Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama. This was the first free throw. Sacked the technical free throw prior to the start of this ball game, basically. Splits his charity 7-5 in favor of ACROCITY ZHOOSH. The foul on GS. Good fake by Bonciaco.
This time, Bonciaco's going to be tested at the line.
Let's see. Anong ginawa niya the entire Holy Week?
Bago natin masagot kung anong ginawa niya nung Holy Week. Nung last game, 15 points and 6 rebounds, 42% shooting clip for Bonciaco.
There you go. He made one of those 2 free throws awarded him. 8-5 para sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Alantan, Albert Chua. Fighting off the pick, and a foul is going to be called here on Brian Go.
It's a tough cover for Brian Go.
Spalding, the official ball of FCAAI. Albert Chua inside GS with his second basket.
Great cut inside for GS. Great pass. Albert Chua threading the needle.
Turning it over right there, Bonciaco.
Here you see that again off that pick.
Genius assist of the game.
Albert Chua threading the needle. Nice cut by GS.
8-7, 1-point lead for ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Albert Chua, cross court. Oh, his second assist.
Left wide open.
Joseph Chua. Too long, too strong for that three-pointer. It's a miss by Brian Go. Albert Chua unable with that scoop. Bonciaco lost it to Alex Tan. GoodFellow Pharma, 9-8 lead against ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And we go into our first Jumpman timeout. Back here at Tanduay Gym, we got a close ball game, at least in the early goings in the first quarter. 1-point lead being enjoyed here by GoodFellow Pharma, the Grace Christian College Alumni Association. We got another lal. Ano na naman? A technical foul has been called against ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
A couple of technicals early. Actually, yung isang hindi pa nagsisimula. Hindi pa umaandar yung oras. And we're still gonna get the clarification on that one to let you guys know why a technical foul was assessed sa Alumni Association ng Xavier School. At napatanggal pa nga doon, di ba, ng tights.
Yep.
Si Joseph Chua.
Mahigpit sa dress code, ha? ating mga officials. What's the issue this time? It was already announced a technical foul has been called laban sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. This is Alan Tan, unable to make the technical free throw. Still has not managed to score yet here in this ball game.
So again, we are gonna try and get clarifications regarding those technical free throws, especially yung unang-una.
All right, we might as well return to the action. Summit is the official drinking water of FCAAI.
Nice find, nice pass. Corner three by Dunhill D off of that pick.
Second basket here in the first period. Is it a tap out? GS trying to contest. It wasn't him who touched the ball last. Nanatili ang possession para sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Doing a good job early, breaking that zone itong GoodFellow Pharma.
See here, Brian Go, one-legged fadeaway. Joseph Chua lobs it inside. Bonciaco, ball knocked out of his hands. Albert Chua goes cross court. Nine-second shot clock. A defensive stop right there by Marvin Sioko. Ball ends up backcourt, and it's gonna go the other way now for ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
That's going to be a turnover on the end of GoodFellow Pharma.
Ron Lim check again para sa GoodFellow Pharma. Replacing Albert Chua. Brian Go. Playmaker para sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Paul Chua backing down on Oliver Lau. A miss. Here's Ron Lim. Dunhill D.
High off the glass.
The strangest angle.
That's his second three-pointer. Talking about Dunhill D. Same spot from the left corner.
Pero yun bumanta pa eh. No?
Ito, yun. Oh.
Di tumama yun. Shot clock continues to go down. Brian Go with a desperation shot time. Trying to three, and it ends up as an air ball.
Sa man-to-man defense ng GoodFellow Pharma, making life difficult for Xavier School to get their offense going.
14-8. GoodFellow Pharma with the lead.
Moving that ball around, GoodFellow Pharma had a nice shot for Chua, just could not knock it down.
Baseline drive. Ooh, nakabingwit pa ng foul.
Bonciaco attacking the basket.
Bonciaco. Well, tremendous progress, I would say, shooting free throws.
50%, 2 out of 4.
Dunhill D again! Finding the target. I can only wonder how he prepared for this ball game. Hungry Paris, 3-point shot of the game. Nothing but net. Back here in this ball game, two undefeated teams going toe-to-toe, head-to-head. Here in the first quarter, Dunhill D, tremendous shooting here in the first period. Pasok lahat no, yung tres. Has not missed from that area.
Currently already has 13 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Oo, kung medyo nauuan.
14. 3 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer mid-range baseline. That was early in the first quarter.
It's going to be a foul here. It's going to be called against Charles Albert Chua. 3 minutes here in the first quarter. 8 points. Yan ang abante ng GoodFellow Pharma. Agaw rito. Ron Lim throws a nice pass. And Dunhill D, the guy that they have been going to here in the first period, Coach Anton.
He's really making the most out of the passes, out of the assists that's been given to him.
Yung stats natin, di na makasunod sa mga production ni Dunhill D.
Sa dami.
He's only averaging 7.5 points per game. And he's outdoing himself here in the first period. First guy in double figures, Ron Lim. Oliver Lau with a quick turn in the basket. His first attempt, and it's a make. 10 points, oh no, make that 12 points up for GoodFellow Pharma.
Great pass to the elbow for Oliver Lau. Easy pickings, target shooting for him.
And now you can't be too careless with that basketball. Chino Noel natawagan ng foul.
And you like what Grace GoodFellow Pharma is doing. They're mixing it up on defense. Ngayon, naka-zone defense naman sila, making it difficult for Xavier School to adjust to whatever defense and what offense they're going to be running.
Both teams already in penalty, and Ron Lim trying to get himself on the board, but he missed on the first free throw. Nevertheless, they're up 12. Missing both free throws. Ron Lim gets his own miss. And now time to be a playmaker again. Oh, back-to-back baskets for Oliver Lau.
Just too easy at this point for GoodFellow Pharma.
Ezra Lim. Still can't make the basket right there para sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. That was a miss by Paul Chua. Ron Lim, the kick. Charles Albert Chua, Ron Lim with basketball again. Shot clock down to 7. They go inside. Alam na alam kung saan pupunta. Dunhill D making life difficult for ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
That baseline cutoff is great timing. Nakatalikod pa doon si Eldridge Lau. Kaya hindi niya nakita yung pasa na yun. You can tell, itong GoodFellow Pharma, they do practice. Plus yun nga, meron silang alumni league that you cover as well. So these players, hindi ito, kumbaga, hindi gutom sa laro. Busog na busog.
Sabi ko na nga ba yung mga 3-point shooters na mahina sa free throws
Hindi nakakalibrate.
Hindi nakakalibrate. Ezra Lim with a kick. Oops. Obviously, there's a push underneath.
It's Paul Chua getting called for that foul. Jockeying for position underneath, trying to get that offensive rebound.
Penalty. Free throws. Para sa GoodFellow Pharma, Dunhill D. A most welcome rest. Kasi nagbintis na makapagod na. Bintis na ng dalawang free throws.
The free throws, yun ang nagiging issue ngayon dito sa GoodFellow Pharma. Missing 3 straight now. Make that 4 straight.
Yeah, Alvin Lim still could not get himself on the board. Gina Labanza in the game para rito sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. They get an offensive rebound, and how about that, Gina Labanza making an instant impact para rito sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 23-11.
Nice interior defense that time by Xavier School, stopping that inside try by Alvin Lim.
Paul Chua coming up in a block. Alan Tan comes back into the game. He has not managed to score, not just yet. First time they played, he was the player of the game, and Ron Lim with a diligencia move.
Getting a foul from Ezra Lim. So, both Lims going at it.
Yep. Tignan natin si Ron Lim. Kanina sa blame free throws And
Ezra Lim getting called for a warning for unsportsmanlike
behavior.
Nothing new.
I know.
Alam naman natin si Ezra very vocal when it comes to yung mga calls ng ating referee.
And Ron Lim has finally made a free throw. And parang mali yata pagpasok bigla ni Alan at biglang labas din siya uli. JJ Chua in his place on the floor. 24-11 para sa GoodFellow Pharma. Grace Christian College Alumni Association. A miss from Ezra Lim, shooting that long-distance shot. JJ Chua, almost. At the end of the first 10 minutes of play, with some lulls and some issues that they have to address. Finally, they get to play this ball game. At itong GoodFellow Pharma and Grace Christian College Alumni Association is taking care of this big 13-point lead and limiting itong ACROCITY ZHOOSH to only 11 points. A battle of two unbeaten teams. And this is just the start of the ball game. 1 quarter down. More to enjoy when we come back after this break.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Alright, pwede na. Pwede na simulan niyo ating second quarter. Woo! Thank you very much for watching our live stream coverage sa Smart Sports plus sa Facebook page nga ng Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated. Alan Tan was whistled for a foul.
Now, just to clarify earlier, nagka-technical foul.
Yeah,
Nung
umpisa pa
simula.
lang.
Oo, simula. Bago pa magkaroon, jump ball. It was a delay of game call because Joseph Chua did not want to remove his tights. No, yung tights ni Joseph Chua, color white.
Oo, dark uniform sila.
Well, it's not only that. Si Ezer Lim kasi naka-black. So, kailangan pare-pareho kayo. So, kung kunyari, naka-white si Joseph Chua na tights, dapat, or compression tights, dapat si Ezer Lim naka-white din na undershirt, na compression shirt. So, if you look at yung grays, lahat sila, yung mga pang-ilalim nila, kahit white sila, kahit black yung, black yung pang-ilalim, it has to be black as well for everyone. So, that's the reason why. So, thank you, Coach Willie Chan, for clarifying.
Yeah. Wala namang rules dito kung magkaiba yung kulay ng sapatos. No?
Wala.
James Shep, ganun eh. Diba?
Pula tsaka blue. Parang ano sasabihin sa'yo, tanda-tanda mo na, hindi ka pa marunong magterno ng sapatos. Bihira naman.
Style. Style yun, style.
Dress style points.
Ang pogi points. Shot clock is down to 10 and bailed out with a foul called against Albert Chua. That'll be his second.
Bit too tight on defense for Albert Chua against Ezer Lim.
Ezer Lim trying to get closer to the basket. The pass stolen. Quick hands to the part of Alan Tan, or GS rather. Here's Alan Tan. He gets blocked. Ezer Lim, nowhere to go that time. Oh, second serving, still a miss. Gina Labanza apologizes to the bench. That could have been a gimme basket. Alan Tan finally with his first 2 points.
Again, a willing passer etong si Albert Chua.
And then Albert Chua with his steal. And there's going to be a foul called against Gina Labanza.
You gotta know if defenders right there behind you, creeping up, trying to get that steal. And as a teammate, you also have to warn your teammate. Narinig natin yan.
Split charities for Albert Chua that time around. 27-13. Consider that to be the largest lead in this ball game so far, being enjoyed by GoodFellow Pharma as Lim buries the three.
Wide open from the left wing. The defense not able to react right away to challenge itong si Ezra Lim.
Albert Chua trying to penetrate, goes for the scoop, and that ball decides to go in.
Nice move, Albert Chua. Parang may vacuum din dito.
Kaya nga eh.
Hinihigop.
Kaya walang alikabok dito sa Tanduay Gym. Magana yung vacuum. Michael Chua called for the foul.
Here's that move again by Albert Chua, evading the defense, going underneath. Look at that one more time.
Again, a pass and play, power play by Albert Chua. He's now got 5 points in the ball game. Well, they're finding their target and hitting those outside shots. Gina Labanza with a long two. 29-18, still in favor of GoodFellow Pharma and Grace Christian College Alumni Association. It's on Cloyd Ong with his first attempt shooting a three.
Trying to join that three-point party that Dunhill D started. Nga lang, hindi niya ma-shoot. Alex Lau could not corral that offensive rebound.
And Ezra Lim, chance to cut down this double-figure lead to single digit. Gina Labanza lost it on his way up. Alantan stop and pop, but still could not do it. It's only got 2 points so far. Almost a steal. Ball stays para sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
It's a great matchup underneath. Alex Lau and Joseph Chua. Two bigs going at it at the low block.
Joseph Chua kicks it out. Traveling call on ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Ezra Lim actually had that three-pointer. He could have pulled the trigger on that one, but instead he decided to go and drive inside.
Already had one earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
GS, his second three-pointer. Gilbert Sanidad, 8 points in the ball game. Hungry Pares, 3-point shot of the game with GS. Yes, I made mention already. He's got 2 here in the first half. Things are really working out pretty well, especially for GS. Gilbert Sanidad with his second three-pointer earlier to give them this 32-18 lead here in the first half. And Gina Labanza bringing the ball down this time. And let's see. Miss on that three-pointer para sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH, Albert Chua. Handoff, Alex Lau, Parateng. Alan Tan, And missed the opportunity to score right there for GoodFellow Pharma.
2 tries to get a couple of points for GoodFellow Pharma. Nothing there.
Joseph Ngo missed the outside shot, but they managed to get an offensive rebound. Yun, pumasok.
Sweet stroke, Joseph Chua, 17-foot jumper.
4 points for Joseph Chua, along with 2 rebounds. Sabay na si Ron Lim at saka si Albert Chua sa loob for GoodFellow Pharma. And a moving pick. No, they call it a blocking foul. Gene Alabanza.
It's going to be 2 fouls on Gene Alabanza trying to fight that pick.
32-20. Oliver Lau, couple of baskets back in the first quarter. Chomar Alpino seeing action for the first time. Albert Chua missing that 3. Gotta be careful with that basketball para rin sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Bonanciaco couldn't do it with a twisting shot like that. Albert Chua. And Joseph Ngo commits a foul on Albert Chua before he could even take off.
Trying to tap that ball from behind again. You can't give the referees a chance to blow their whistle by reaching in.
Alvin Lim comes back into the game. Alan Tan will go back to the bench. Oliver Lau, another jumper, his first miss. Gene Alabanza with the basketball.
This time doing a better job protecting that leather from Albert Chua.
Ito naman Joseph Chua with a basket. That's his 6th.
Back-to-back hits for Joseph Chua, mid-range jumpers.
GS sa kabilang banda naman, but it falls short. Ooh, sayang. Bonanciaco could not hold on to the ball.
He was wary of yung outside because he was chasing down that defensive rebound.
Brian Go back on the floor. Replace Joseph Ngo para dito naman sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH. GS trying to get closer. Umatras. Albert Chua. Choman Albino. Nope. Bonanciaco comes down with a rebound. 32-22, a 10-point lead para sa GoodFellow Pharma. Brian Go. They go to their big guy in the middle. Gene Alabanza missing the baseline. Choman Albino to Albert Chua. Approaching 3 minutes and a half here in the second period. A foul on Joseph Chua. Or is it Brian Go? The sandwich eh. Sandwich, Oliver Lau.
See, that's what happens when you can make your mid-range jumpers. So yung defense will be forced to commit because they're going to be watching out or looking out for your jump shot. And that time, Oliver Lau.
MEC empowering people through technology. GS shoots another 3. This time back rim that shot.
Seems like that's not the side of GS, yung right side.
Oh, we got a timeout on the floor and a 10-point lead para sa GoodFellow Pharma.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. and a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
And let's continue with more action. It's happening right here in the first half of play. It's Marvin Siaco. Oliver Lau with his first miss earlier here in the second period. $10 points down. Itong panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH, Alumni Association of Xavier School. Shot clock is down to 8. Who's going to take the shot? Joseph Chua puts it up and in.
Well, Joseph Chua, the only one keeping this Xavier team afloat here in the second quarter.
Naibaba na nila Coach Anton to only 8 points. Abante ng GoodFellow Pharma, and they come up with a steal. Brian Go. What's he gonna do? He puts it up. The backing shot is a miss. Albert Chua, he's got 5 assists to make that 6.
Ano daw? Again, Albert Chua, a very willing passer, hitting his teammate for the deuce.
And 10 points already for Gilbert Sanidad. GS. GS nanalo kaninang umaga, di ba? Dahil singit pa yun. Oliver Lau almost lost at GS once again. Albert Chua, 7 to shoot. Albert Chua. Oh, arcing shot, banks it in.
What a shot by Albert Chua, evading the defense, leaving Ezra Lim getting inside. High looping shot.
7 points for Albert Chua.
Wow.
Eto naman ang pambawi. Lang yun eh. Kailangan bawian mo mas malaki. Yun ang ginawa naman para rito kay Ran Chu. 3-pointer. Albert Chu. Oliver Lau. Naubusan na yata ng bala. Dalawa lang yung dala eh.
After getting a couple, he ends up missing a couple. You see there, that's the hit from Brian Go. Was trying to protect the ball. Dumulas.
Yeah, dumulas.
Dumulas dun sa braso. So hindi man ano yun.
Bigla naging jab. Dumulas. Diba?
Bigla naging jab.
Bigla naging jab.
That was that three-pointer by Ran Chu.
Yeah. 36-27, GoodFellow Pharma. Contigo elevate the game with Contigo Sports. And a belated happy birthday pala kay Boss Joel Mesias.
Alex Lau from Albert Chua, 15-foot jumper. That's money.
Marvin Siaco. Kanino pa sila pupunta para rito sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Paul Chua. Shot clock going down. 2 seconds. Ako, nahuli na. Hawak pa eh. I don't think it... Did they count the basket? Ayun. Yeah. Dapat pakita nyo yan kasi kita ng buong mundo.
See there at that replay, that one dribble still there, 0-0, still in his
Yeah.
shooting motion.
Yep. Napuwing lang si ref.
Inayos naman nila.
Yeah.
Sinabi
Akala ko walang ano. Ang daming vacuum dito ah. Nalikabukan pa yung mata. 38-27, 22.6 seconds. Lamang pa rin. GoodFellow Pharma ng Grace Christian College Alumni Association. And they might have the last say here. Dunhill D is back.
We were looking for him scattering 12 points in the first quarter.
Albert Chua is up against Brian Go. Albert Chua. You have to figure out where he is going. Dunhill D goes for the long two. Patay! Timing yan eh. Umpisahan kita. Diba? And then pahinga ka muna. And then when we need you, balik ka uli. Great formula for GoodFellow Pharma. Talk about Dunhill D with his hot shooting hand. Can shoot almost anywhere dito sa loob ng Tanduay Gym. And then, once in a while, they also are finding their target, hitting those three-point shots. Albert Chua with some impossible shot, but that's not new to him. And at the end of the first half, this is a 40-27 advantage that GoodFellow Pharma is enjoying, and Dunhill D has the last say to end the first half.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Your ideal life starts today with Smart Postpaid. Get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
40-27, GoodFellow Pharma enjoying this big lead. Now it's ACROCITY ZHOOSH, a battle of two unbeaten teams. Pero so far, so good. At least in the first two quarters para sa GoodFellow Pharma. Coach Anton?
Looking at the statistics here, GoodFellow Pharma steady from the field, getting contributions from Dunhill D. You have Gilbert Sanidad, of course, Albert Chua in there throwing some points as well. Those impossible shots we were talking about. Para dito naman sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 32% from the field, still trying to break yung defense na pinapakita ng GoodFellow Pharma, proving it to be very difficult. From the outside, ito 4 out of 12 3-point field goals. Dunhill D, nakakadalawa dyan. Gilbert Sanidad, nakakadalawa din. Tigalawa sila, 33%. Habang sa kabila naman, you have Ezer Lim with 1 3-pointer to go along with Rand True. 24 rebounds, 19 para dito sa GoodFellow Pharma. Assist, of course, GoodFellow Pharma leading 14-8.
All right, so ito makikita natin yung Dunhill D already with 12 points and yung si GS nga, two guys in double figures. Samantala, Joseph Chua with all the issues. Finally, parang mas free pa nga siya na makashoot eh. Oh. 8 points siya without the tights and everything. Brian goes stuck at 5 points. We'll try to figure out who else could come up with more numbers here, especially for ACROCITY ZHOOSH costs here. Coming into this ball game, battle of two unbeaten teams. We'll find out who gets their first loss and who gets some more wins. And we're going to be taking a break. We'll come back with the second half of action.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Umpisa pa lang ng araw, grind na agad. Grind dito, grind dyan, all day grind. At sa araw-araw na hustle, marami kang may encounter na hassle. Hinga muna, kasama ang Embassy Whiskey. May smooth oaky flavor na smooth ang hagod as you unwind from a long day grind. Chill muna tayo with Embassy Whiskey.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
And so we began the second half of action. Once again, it's all happening dito po sa Tanduay Gym. This is Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated. And of course, ito 40 years olds playing like 20 years old. Diba kung talagang tutusin natin? Look at this, Brian Go. Just could not penetrate that time around. Bonciaco falls short. Offensive rebound, and talagang si Joseph Chu ang kumakamada. Is in double figures now, Coach Anton.
And he's got that rebounding knack. Talking about Joseph Chua making a good use of his height.
Nakabuti pa nga talaga yung tanggalin yung tights eh, no?
Hindi restricted, sabi mo. Hindi restricted yung galaw.
I'm just trying to wonder what's the difference, no? And tana, Brian Go hitting a three-pointer.
5-0 run early. 1 minute pa lang ang nakakalampas.
Albert Chua. Tatago sa likuran ni Alexander Lau. And Alex Lau gets an offensive rebound. Albert Chua. At three. It's in.
Nothing you can do about that. He took that shot way out. Shot clock was winding down.
10 points, 7 assists for Albert Chua. They lead by 11. That time, Alex Lau is going to be called for a foul. Hungry Pares, three-point shot from Albert Chua. There's always a purpose for that backboard. Kids, hindi yan ginawa para kabitan lang ng ring. Brian Go, Alan Tan is on him, hesitated. Now Albert Chua takes on him. Brian Go decides for the pass. Bonciaco against Oliver Lau. Can't do it. Albert Chua on the run. Look left and right. You can see he can pass in both directions. You just have to, parang ano eh, no, mamimili ka. Choose your own poison. Saan ba siya talaga pupunta?
Ang ganda nga when you mentioned look left, look right, pass left.
Kaya
diba?
Pero huli ko sinabi, look right eh. Kita mo sa left binigan.
Left, diba?
Even kami, hindi rin namin alam kung anong gagawin niya next. Downhill D, hindi pa tapos, Coach Anton. It's like he could not miss any of his shots. He's got those misses, most probably a couple of them. BYD fast break of the game from Albert Chua to Alan Tan right there. The way they have been doing it, para rito sa GoodFellow Pharma, they lead 47-32. ACROCITY ZHOOSH, and it's turning out to be a big problem for them to try to catch up. Tough mama. Nobody's tough like mama. But this guy has been tough like mama.
And talk about
Downhill D.
efficiency. 6 out of 6
Oh my goodness.
from the field is Dunhill D. 14 points in total. 16 points in total.
Let's see, they called the timeout. Tignan natin kung ano magka-transpire naman para rito sa panig. Yeah, they got a basket right there.
Getting hung up on those picks up on top.
Eldridge Liao. Spalding is the official ball of FCAAI. Albert Chua Oliver Lau has lost his touch after making 2 in a row back in the first quarter. Ito naman si Joseph Chua. Dinadaan sa laki.
Tough matchup underneath.
This is the pass and play, power play. Especially with the absence of Alex Lau, si Oliver Lau.
And
Ang natira dun.
Grace Christian College, GoodFellow Pharma, missing out on Dexter Kwan.
Yeah, alam ko. Huli ko siya makita may injury.
Oh.
May sprain si Dexter Kwan. Pero ito, walang injury si Gilbert Sanidad. Pangatlong tres niya na yan here in this ball game. Eldridge Liao lost it. GS comes up with a steal. Brian Go gets it back for ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Bonciaco, masyadong malalim. And a loose ball foul against Bonciaco.
Too deep underneath was Bonciaco. Tried to get it back. It was GS.
And he's only limited to 2 points lang, ha? Bonciaco. That's not his numbers.
15 points, 14 rebounds, 2.5 assists per ball game for Bonciaco. Kung may Jetta at Jetta ito talaga todo Jetta.
Ito na, meron pa rin pala natitira para kay Oliver Lau. 6 points in this ball game. 15 points up for GoodFellow Pharma. It's Joseph Chua. Alan Dan was trying to block him from behind, pero kamay ang tinamaan, and that's a foul.
Very tempting. Mga ganyan. But Alan Dan, you got to be more disciplined than that. I know you want to get that block. At 15-point lead, this is the biggest lead.
Well, Joseph Chua, some problems hitting those free throws.
And not only Joseph Chua, but Xavier mismo. 4 out of 14. I'm
Wow.
sorry, not 4 out of 4. That's Grace.
They're basically
5 out of 7. 5 out of 7. They're doing good. So it's Grace that's having problems with the free throw.
Charles Albert Chua in the game. GS falling short with that turnaround. Joseph Chua grabs a rebound. Brian Go. Eldridge Liao. And they call the foul underneath against Alvin Lim. Na-seal off na sila doon ni Joseph Chua.
It's tough to stop once Joseph Chua gets that seal. He's just going to turn around and get that basket.
Coach Genius Sia, medyo sumalubong ang kilay niya that time around.
They wanted the 3-second call.
Kaya nga eh.
Nauna yung foul.
GS called for the foul. Well, nagpapalitan para bantayan itong si Joseph Chua na nakaupo. Si Alex Lau para sa panig ng Grace Christian. A GoodFellow Pharma, Eldridge Liao lifted. Back to the bench. And nasa penalty na ang GoodFellow Pharma, and Joseph Chua is 15 in the ball game.
That's 15 points to go along with 5 rebounds. I think that's 16 points now.
Oo nga, parang walang legit na point guard that time. Inside para rito. Actually, nandito naman si Ron Lim.
Ezra
Albert
Lim is-
Chua.
yeah.
Yep.
Albert Chua.
Albert Chua, did not go for the shot, but instead there's going to be an offensive foul called against Alvin Lim.
Look at that.
May dalawang tao yung gusto niya sa open that time eh.
You can't set picks that way.
I know.
You have to be stationary.
They needed that.
Ranchu getting that three-pointer.
That's his second here in this ball game, Ranchu.
And that's
9
what you
points,
need.
yep.
That's
Sige.
what you need to do. You need to pick your spots for Xavier to be able to get back into this ball game.
Ron Lim with a miss, that mid-range jumper. It's Brian Go, Albert Chua on him.
There you go,
Gina
Gina
Noel.
Noel. So again, Xavier picking their spots, coming off that baseline cut.
And we got a 7-point game. Trying to turn things around here in the second half. Para sa panig ng, oops. Alvin Lim is called for another foul, another charge, and here comes Alex Lau coming back into the game. Sabay yung mag-utol, si Oliver Lau at saka si Alex Lau on the floor.
How big that front line is for Grace.
Ezra Lim, playmaker here para sa panig naman ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Ezra Lim, there's that stop by Alex Lau, Albert Chua. And it's like a round-robin layup.
Too fast. Albert Chua with that getaway.
Joseph Chua getting away from Ron Lim. And then finds himself open, just falling short. Puts it up, second serving. Wala nang nakasabay.
Albert Chua tried to get the offensive rebound, but just too big.
I know.
Joseph Chua.
7-point ball game here, Albert Chua. It's already in double figures. Goes to Alex Lau, goes down. Losing the basketball. Ezra Lim is on the run. Will he go all the way? Oh, nice shot block right there by Oliver Lau. Ball ends up with Ron Lim. Quickly to Albert Chua. And Albert Chua will wait for his teammates here. Charles Albert Chua. Ron Lim scoops it up, and it's a sorry miss.
Wide open layup. On Lim. Couldn't get it to fall.
54-47. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Ezra Lim, Brian Go. Muntik pa mawala. Ezra Lim thinking about it. Goes for it. The three is off. And rebound Alex Lau.
All white shirts in the paint to get that defensive rebound.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch. ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Eldridge Liao filled it back into the ball game for ACROCITY ZHOOSH. At pagpapahingahin yung kanilang big man na si Joseph Chua. Ron Lim, Oliver Lau goes back to the bench para sa panig naman ng GoodFellow Pharma. Alex Lau has it. Hand off. Uy. Wala pa naman sa penalty. At ang panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH, ng Xavier.
Trying to fight through that screen, Eldridge Lau. Hirap nga naman kasing habulin ni Albert Chua. Eh. He really is very active inside the floor.
He's got very good handles for one thing. Look at this. Paul Chua, no choice but to foul. Albert Chua is going to be shooting 2 free throws.
12 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah.
Triple-double watch na to, no?
Eh, third quarter pa lang tayo, di ba? Pero I do admire the ability to come back here para sa panig naman ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
15 points down.
Kaya nga eh. Kalahati nun, natapyas na nila.
7 was as low as 7 points.
2 for 2 that time around for the guy who made the first basket in this ball game before they even played. Gina Noel, Ezra Lim. Oh, nice looking three.
Nice drive and kick. Ezra Lim going inside. Passing top of the key. Eldridge Liao.
Alex Lau keeps it in play. Gets that offensive rebound. And wait. 3 seconds on Alex Lau. Summit is the official drinking water of FCAAI. Thirst for more. Meron pa ba tayo? Dami ah. In the meantime, Ezra Lim, 6 na lang tong hinahabol ha, na ACROCITY ZHOOSH. And now you're beginning to realize the reason why these are two teams who are still undefeated.
Very methodical in their offense. They know when to pull it back. They know when to run.
6 seconds difference, game clock and shot clock beaten for Alan Tan. Eldridge Liao, earlier he had a 3. Now it's covered by Albert Chua. Ezra Lim slices the middle, lost the basketball. Alex Lau picks it up. Albert Chua, abot pa ba? Wow. The fourth and final quarter that's going to be happening next. Don't miss out on that. They have managed to come back. ACROCITY ZHOOSH down by as much as 15. But do you need to stop playing? They just kept on and on and on, and things are turning out and working out pretty well for them. Joseph Chua has been their leader in point production para sa ACROCITY ZHOOSH. 56-50 to end the third period. Who will continue winning and who will bear the grunt of the first loss?
Education is fast evolving. Are we prepared to guide the next generation? For 28 years, Senko has been at the forefront of technology. As pioneers, we've empowered schools, teachers, and students with Apple. Trusted by over 100 schools, empowering thousands of students and teachers. Through the Senko Schools Network, we bring together educators, schools, and cutting-edge technology to create innovative learning experiences and shape the future of education. Be part of our Senko Schools Network. Together, we create meaningful learning environments with Apple.
Hinasa ang kakayahan sa mundo na kinasanayan.
Cut! Walang impact!
Hinatak ang galing sa spotlight na sa'yo lang.
Again!
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Pilit na lagpasan, galing na pinaghirapan.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! You've always had it. Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Okay na, pwede na. All right. We just don't want anybody watching our live stream coverage to miss out on any of the action.
Mismo.
And sabi nga natin, basketball, kailangan teamwork. Teamwork din, syempre. Underneath, Paul Chua unable to make a basket that time around. Albert Chua is on the run. And he puts it up and in.
Taking it strong to the hole, attacking the heart of the defense in that transition, Albert Chua.
They're just leading by 8 points. Ezra Lim has only got 1 3-pointer. He goes for another. And that's long and strong. Last touch, si Paul Chua.
So referees. Kagulo lang naman. Pinawi naman. It's gonna be Grace's ball.
Ayun, naagaw tuloy. Sabi nga natin, don't count him. Oh, tapon lang. Eldridge Liao. Nahuli si Gino Noel that time. At saka mataas yung pasa.
That pass was a bit too high for Gino Noel.
Dapat kay Joseph Chua yung mga pasa na gano'n, di ba?
Nagpapahinga si Joseph Chua. Kailangan.
He'll be checking in at the next dead ball situation. 58-50. Siya nga ba yun? Si Marvin Sioco pala yung papasok. Alex Lau doesn't get the friendly roll. Ezra Lim, naagaw. Sa GS, nakakaraming steals na rin ito, ha?
Those taps from Gilbert Sanidad.
Charles Albert Chua falling short with that jumper. Trying to hit the three. And how lucky can you get? Rings still going their way para rito sa Grace GoodFellow Pharma. .58-50 is our count here. We're already in the fourth. Lamang pa rin ang Grace GoodFellow Pharma. And returning to the action here at Tanduay Gym, 58-50 in favor of Grace GoodFellow Pharma. They have the basketball, the long inbound, going in. Lloyd Ong has not been able. They go back to, let's see, Alan Tan. The miss. Wala nang espasyo para ma-recover pa yung bola for Alex Lau that time around.
Trying to track down that long rebound was Alex Lau.
Ezra Lim, again directing the offense here para sa panig ng when you sacrifice your body like that, Albert Chua. Pero wala siyang complaints, he's not even looking for some calls. This time around, oh, somebody underneath. It's going to be called for a foul. Was it on Alan Tan? Si Alan Tan.
Again, those seal screens.
Oh, you know. Coach Nino C is asking na, legal yun eh, legal.
Oh, pwede yun eh.
Yeah,
pwede
yan,
daw yun.
Yan yung reaction niya yun. Oh, may katwiran nga yata. Ito. This is a better angle here. Oh, oo nga. Talagang pwede.
He wasn't moving. He wasn't trying to dislodge or get the player, the defensive player, any disadvantage.
Bira ko marinig yung boses niya ni Coach Nino C. Bonciaco. Wow, what a struggle it has been for Bonciaco. And another foul is going to be called against Grace GoodFellow Pharma. Medyo disappointed and frustrated na si Coach Nino C. sa sideline. They made the call already. I could somehow feel and understand para rito kay Coach Nino Sia. Their lead has been whittled down to just 8 points now.
And that was from a high of 15.
Kaya nga.
So every point, every possession is going to count and matter for his squad.
Now not technical na yata si Coach Nino. So Eldridge Leah will be shooting that technical free throw. Yes, indeed. Pinasok yan. Babasa pito na lang ang hinahabol ngayon na ACROCITY. ZHOOSH.
The lowest it has been was 6 in third quarter. So with this possession,
Pati ito pa, babalik pa si Joseph Chua para sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Savior.
with the Gene Alabanza.
Joseph Chua gets blocked. Oliver Lau, good defensive stop right there. Dunhill D is back on the floor para sa Grace GoodFellow Pharma. GS went up another three, his fourth.
Making up for that earlier foul, Gilbert Sanidad with a 3-ball.
And Alan Tan comes up with a steal. He knows how to finish.
And credit that trap by Dunhill D and Albert Chua, making it difficult for that pass. Alan Tan picking the pocket ng Xavier.
Lead up 12. Bonciaco, it has been that kind of a night. He's called for traveling.
And just like that, from 8 points down,
I know.
12 na ulit.
12 na nga. Tapos, turnover pa. MEC empowering people through technology. Dunhill D. Pinapatayan na ni Gina Lapanza. Albert Chua. Let's see, Alan Tan can't knock it down. And Oliver Lau, good tap the ball. It just goes up right there. Eldridge Liao is going to be called for a foul.
Trying to steal that ball away from Dunhill D. Now, how about that control tap?
Oh, the
Oliver Lau, diba? Tapping it to his teammate.
Alan Tan. Almost getting a basket right there underneath for Gilbert Sanidad.
And again, we're gonna say this. He hit a three-pointer earlier. Now he goes inside. Talk about mixing it up on offense. Keep your opponent guessing as to what you're gonna be running on your next set.
Contigo, elevate the game with Contigo Sports. Ito kayong Contigo, di ba? Sa scoring ito eh, numbers and everything. You know? Kaya bilangin ito yung pera ko sa bangko.
May money counter na naman na nabibili. Contigo pa.
Contigo pa eh, no?
Ayop. Gene Alabanza with a drive, just missing on that lefty layup.
Albert Chua serving. What's happening? Nakatikip sa kanya si Bonciaco. Goes for that crossover move. Shot clock is down to 5. Albert Chua still has the basketball. Puts it up. This is an air ball. He doesn't like the position, the formation. Kaya hindi niya pinasa talaga eh. And now Ron Lim, might as well, baka tuluyan pa kuminit yung ulo ni Albert Chua. So getting back on the bench. And most probably mag-observe ka muna. Tingnan natin kung paano. They're up by this much, 65-51, 14 points.
Just a point under their biggest lead of the ball game.
Joseph Chua with Oliver Lau on him. That was challenged right there. Alan Tan with a great defensive stop.
Nice challenge as well.
Ron Lim against Brian Go. Dunhill D. Tinauna ni Eldridge Liao. And Alantan knocks down a jumper like that. And now this is their largest lead in the ball game, up 16.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hopsui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
Yes, indeed, and would like to let you know that we are back after that Holy Week break. And nasa fourth quarter pa tayo nitong ating second game. Wala pang talo, magkaharap. At bola ngayon, itong panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH. Joseph Chua continues to be their main gunner, basically, para rito sa panig ng ACROCITY ZHOOSH Savior. He's got 20 points. Oh.
Be a foul off that steal. Brian Go picking the pocket of Ron Lim.
(67-53), 4 minutes and 41. Ezra Lim. Foul is going to be called in Alantan, trying to poke the ball out of his hands. Apat na pala si Alantan. Ezra Lim. They need those big baskets, just could knock them down.
Sorry, miss for Ron Lim, taking it strong, could not get that bucket.
Also struggling ito si Ron Lim. He's only got 1 point. Ayun mga frustration foul na ni Ron Lim.
Tapos Eldridge Liao for that foul. And that's the 5th on Eldridge Liao. So he's going to be hitting the showers 3 minutes and 50 seconds early.
And Albert Chua has been sent back into the ball game dahil parang mainit naman ang ulo si Ron Lim. Albert Chua matched up against Brian Go. And a sneaky move, but just can't finish for Albert Chua. Brian Go. Ezra Lim applying with that 3. Sheena Labanza is going to be called for the loose ball foul.
You see there, Albert Chua, he had that inside track on that rebound. May triple-double watch kasi tayo dito kay Albert Chua.
Penalty na ang ACROCITY ZHOOSH Savior. So ito para sa Grace GoodFellow Pharma, Albert Chua shooting free throws.
In their last game,
Summit is the official drinking water of FCAAI.
Their last game against Philippine Cheng Kwang. Albert Chua, 5 points, 9 assists, 2 steals.
Well, ngayon, meron din siyang 9 assists.
Pero 18 points.
Yun nga lang. Ezra Lim still can't find the hole with those 3-pointers. Well, itong panig ng ACROCITY Juice has managed to just knock down 6 of 20 from beyond the arc.
You see there, Albert Chua telling Alvin Tan, dapat kumat ka, sinabayan daw. But it's like what you said, 4th quarter na si Albert. Dami bang energy.
Kaya nga, ito. Medyo konti lang ang minuto na nilaro ni JJ Chua.
Pwede nga sumabay.
Ball ends up at GS. Albert Chua on the run. 3-on-2 situation. Looper of a shot. Wala. Albert Chua gets the miss. And now hounded by Brian Go. Dunhill D.
Still sharing the rock. GoodFellow Pharma. GS to Alvin Tan.
Gina Labanza. Nakuha ng foul against Albert Chua. And that'll mean 2 free throws for Gina Labanza. Four points so far. Make that 5, along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists.
So 5 points more than his output ng last game nila against St. Jude Pet Plus.
16 points up. And Grace GoodFellow Pharma. GS inbounds it. Jomar Alpino is back on the floor. He's double teamed. He's fouled. Hard foul by Gina Labanza.
The good idea, good trap.
Oh, yeah. And penalty na, ACROCITY Zoo Savior. Jomar Albino is trying to get himself on the board. Nothing on those free throws. As we approach the final 2 minutes. Joseph Chua, the noble team, and they're going to be calling a foul on JJ Chua. Pareho nang nasa penalty and 2 free throws.
All you need to do is play honest defense on Joseph Chua. Avoid those bumps, yung mga push.
Yeah.
Kung makascore naman si Joseph Chua, you're up 16 points. So you may as well practice your defense na hindi ka may tulak or may sundot.
How many Chuas actually played in this game? Midnight snack na ba yan, Kom? Si Commissioner Junel Baculi, of course. Albert Loa, ang chairman ng ating Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated. Ito na, TCL, last 2 minutes. Nangyari rito si Dunhill D, falls down, Ezra Lim. It's just a tap out. I don't think they called a foul, so it's just 14 seconds a shot clock para rito sa panig ng Grace GoodFellow Pharma. Dunhill D talaga. Ezra Lim's gonna be called for a foul. Bibigyan pa ng maraming puntos. Magdadagdag pa ng point production. Tuloy si Dunhill D.
Pangdagdag.
Pero kanina sa play, 2 free throws ito eh. Di ba? Di na nga nakakalibrate.
Yun nga yung sinabi mo, hindi nakakalibrate. Tama. Oh, yan.
Okay na.
Narinig tayo. But to answer your question, ilan Chua ang naglaro sa laro na to?
Ilan?
5. 5 Chua.
Diba?
Oo. Albert Chua, Charles Chua para sa side ng Grace. Para naman sa side ng Xavier, you have Michael Chua, Paul Chua, and of course, si Joseph Chua.
Nakalimutan ko pa si JJ Chua. Nandyan pa.
Yun. Sorry. 6 pala. Tigatlo from both teams.
Si JJ Chua.
Oo nga naman, JJ Chua.
"99 seconds before we end this ball game. 16-point advantage para sa Grace Goodfellow Pharma. Ezra Lim. This was Knight that his shooting from the outside did not exactly click. And now he's got 5 points. Si Bonsiaco nga limited to only 2 points. That's some of the players na inaasahan nila para rito sa Xavier ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
Imagine mo averaging a double-double, no? Bonsiaco, 15 points, 14 rebounds, limited to just 2 points. And that tells you, that says a lot about the front line, front court netong Grace Goodfellow Pharma.
Coach Nino Sia talking to Oliver Lau. So take a look at Charles Albert Chua knocking down the second free throw. Gina Labanza.
That's Gina Noel with that elbow jumper.
Yeah, Gina Noel also just 4 points. Talagang Joseph Chua team lang sila ngayon nangyari.
They had to ride on the shoulders of the big man, Joseph Chua, for today's ball game.
A minute remaining. All about individual stats this time around. We're just seconds ticking away here in this ball game. So Grace Goodfellow Pharma will go on to win this one. 3-0 na. At ang ACROCITY ZHOOSH ng Xavier will get their first loss.
This game was good as advertised, no? I mean,
Yeah,
you would
totoo.
think that the lead, this final score, alam natin, double figures, double digits. Pero bumaba pa to, lumaban ang Xavier. And for a while there, we thought that they were going to give itong Goodfellow Pharma a run for its money.
Half a minute remaining here in this ball game. Again, would like to tell you this coming Wednesday night again, 7 p.m. Dito pa rin sa Tanduay Gym, patuloy ang FCAAI. We do the games Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So if you are around the area, you're going to be able to watch basketball sa malamig na venue.
Yeah, and not only that, they could also catch the action sa ating live stream coverage ng Smart Sports and the Facebook page ng FCAAI. Ang ating commissioner's row, parang refresh ang mga itsura nila no? That was a good Holy Week break. It's still going to be a timeout with 27.8 seconds remaining here in this ball game.
Open up to new adventures with Tanduay flavored mixes. Try in a citrusy sweet blend or a strong ginger flavored smoothness. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
All right, 27 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Just a good execution. Kaya kailangan ng Grace GoodFellow Pharma. And backfired. As JJ Chua lost control of the basketball and he's going to be called for a foul. Pareho nang nasa penalty. And free throws to be taken here by Savior, ACROCITY ZHOOSH.
They tried to get it to JJ Chua because all of the players ng GoodFellow Pharma were covered and siya lang yung nakalibre doon. Nga lang, hindi niya nasalo yung pasa. Ranchu making good on his first free throw.
Ito, nakita rin natin yung shooting talent ditong si Ranchu. 2 3-pointers to here in this game. Tapos sinabla yung free throw.
pagkasabi mo.
They just wanted JJ Chua to come up with a basket para rito sa Grace GoodFellow Pharma. And underneath, Ezra Lim is going to be shooting free throws. 4 seconds remaining.
Charles Chua is going to get called for that foul on Ezra Lim. Good on the first.
At least yung margin of victory, mabawasan man lang. No? Yung gustong gawin din ng Savior. Dadagdag Joseph Chua. As far as he's concerned, this ball game is not yet over. He's got 24 points, 13 rebounds. Joseph Chua. And this is turning out to be the longest 4 seconds in any basketball game that we have covered. 4 seconds na lang ito, binanggit ko kanina. And now they're shooting free throws. Down to 2.2. Talagang na-miss nilang mag-basketball, Coach Anton.
Talagang gusto nilang pumuntos lang ng pumuntos.
Ayun nga kumbaga yung Holy Week break, masyado silang nasabik muli na makapaglaro. Makahawak ng bola. See? That's what I'm telling you. It ain't over yet, folks.
Powerhouse Tools, established in 2009 by Hop-Sui Hardware Company Incorporated, is a trusted provider of high-quality tools and equipment for professionals and enthusiasts alike. With a diverse product catalog, Powerhouse Tools is committed to delivering reliability, durability, and performance at competitive prices.
All right, 2.2. Gina Labanza will inbound. And that will be it here in this ball game. All's well that ends well. Kanina, parang there's something brewing. There's gotta be some kind of a rivalry between these two teams. Pero sabi nga natin, pagdating sa huli ay
all
magkakaibigan
smiles.
uli. Yep.
Yes. So proving to be the steadier team, etong GoodFellow Pharma.
And it's been a long time coming. Most probably they have met when they were at a younger age. And now they have reached a young age of 40. And they meet again. They're trying to revive that sort of rivalry. Whatever happened before. And sariwain lang natin ang mga alaala. Sino pa rin ba ang matatag at matibay dito? Para rito sa ating FCAAI, this is how things are being done. 74-68 a win para sa Grace GoodFellow Pharma. 3-0 na, still undefeated. And bakit?
Leading the charge was Albert Edsel Chua. From start to finish, may triple-double watch pa nga tayo.
Yeah.
Giving those impossible shots, making those impossible shots possible. Those high loopers, those drives inside, those passes, and the rebounds as well. Albert Edsel Chua, he is our Triangle Tires for Life best player of the ball game. 18.7 rebounds, 9 assists. Congratulations, Albert Edsel Chua.
All right, so 2 games done at least sa aming pagbabalik after the Holy Week. And we're still going to be doing it this coming Wednesday for another couple of games. Do watch out for our sked FCAAI for Coach Anton de los Reyes. At ito makita muna natin bago tayo tuluyang magpaalam. Sa rebounds, halos pareho lang naman no?
Almost the same, but we talked about it. The steadier team down the stretch. GoodFellow Pharma, 42% field goals, 35% para sa Xavier School. But you look at the 3-point field goals, 7 out of 20, 35%. That's a pretty high clip for our tournament. 28% naman for Xavier. Assists, 23 for Grace, 17 for Xavier. Turnovers, GoodFellow Pharma with 15 and Xavier with 20.
So eto, this coming ang TSA Mighty Plus is going to be going up against Chiang Kai-shek Big Chill. At ito yung CW Home Depot, ang UHSAA ba naman sa St. Stephen High School. SCAG. Yan ang ating schedule this coming Wednesday. Dito pa rin po at Tanduay Gym. So, paalam na muna kami, Coach Anton de los Reyes, Benji Santiago. We'll see you at the ball games.
Huwag mapipigil kahit sarili yung kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Your ideal life starts today. With Smart Postpaid, get more data and only 5G. And more entertainment with Netflix on Us. And a new Max Mobile subscription included. Starting at $9.99. Subscribe now.